Most people think of our Stone Age ancestors as primitive brutes who barely survived by clubbing woolly mammoths and grunting around fires. The common narrative paints them as evolutionary stepping stones, lucky survivors who happen to stumble into civilization. But here's the truth that will completely reframe how you see human history. The Stone Age wasn't humanity's awkward childhood. It was our greatest conquest. These weren't primitive survivors. They were the most successful conquerors in Earth's history, masterfully adapting to every environment on the planet and developing technologies so effective we still use their principles today. Archaeological evidence and evolutionary anthropology reveal that Stone Age humans not only survived, but also dominated. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 revolutionary insights that prove Stone Age humans were the ultimate world conquerors. How they weaponized cooperation to become Earth's apex predator. The cognitive revolution that made them unstoppable problem solvers. Their technological mastery that we've barely improved upon. And how they achieved something no species had ever done. True planetary dominance. While every other species was limited by Dunbar's number, the cognitive limit of maintaining relationships with about 150 individuals, Stone Age humans cracked the code of infinite scalability through fictive kinship. They created shared myths, rituals, and belief systems that allowed strangers to instantly recognize each other as allies. This wasn't just nice social bonding. This was military genius. A human from what's now France could encounter someone from modern-day Spain, perform the right ritual, or share the right story, and immediately know they were dealing with a friend, not a threat. While Neanderthal groups were limited to 30 genetic relatives, Stone Age humans could mobilize hundreds, even thousands, through these cooperation networks. They literally organized the world's first global alliances. Archaeological evidence shows coordinated mammoth hunts involving multiple tribes, sophisticated trade networks spanning thousands of miles, and knowledge sharing that accelerated innovation across continents. This cooperation revolution explains why humans didn't just survive the Ice Age. They thrived during it. While other species huddled in survival mode, humans were networking, trading, and problem-solving on a scale no species had ever achieved. Around 70,000 years ago, something unprecedented happened. The cognitive revolution. Stone Age humans developed scenario thinking, the ability to imagine and plan for situations that had never happened before. While other species could only react to immediate problems or remember past solutions, humans began running mental simulations of hypothetical futures. Picture this. A Stone Age human sees storm clouds and doesn't just think, rain coming, find shelter. They think, what if this storm lasts 3 days? What if it floods the valley? What if our food storage gets wet? Then they mentally test solutions before the crisis hits. This cognitive superpower manifested in revolutionary ways. They created tools for anticipated future problems, developed complex languages that could communicate abstract concepts, and started accumulating knowledge across generations in ways that compounded over time. Stone Age humans became the first species to deliberately alter their environment rather than just adapt to it. They created controlled fires to manage landscapes, developed seasonal migration patterns based on predictive observations, and built artificial shelters designed for specific future scenarios. This scenario thinking ability is why humans successfully migrated out of Africa and adapted to every environment on Earth within just a few thousand years. They weren't wandering randomly. They were strategic colonizers with mental maps of possibilities. When you think of Stone Age technology, you probably imagine crude rocks tied to sticks. But Stone Age humans achieved technological mastery in areas where modern humans have made surprisingly little improvement. Take the Acheulean hand axe, unchanged for over 1 million years because it was perfect. Modern materials, scientists have found these tools optimize cutting efficiency, ergonomic comfort, and material usage in ways that would impress today's engineers. The symmetry and balance required understanding physics principles we didn't formally describe until thousands of years later. Stone Age humans were creating composite tools, devices made from multiple materials engineered for specific functions, at least 300,000 years ago. They hafted stone points to wooden spears with animal sinew and plant-based adhesives, creating precision projectile weapons that could kill megafauna from safe distances. The most mind-blowing example? They invented the world's first nanotechnology. By heating certain stones to exact temperatures, they altered molecular structures, creating obsidian blades sharper than surgical steel. These blades are still used in modern surgery because they're sharper than metal scalpels. Consider their pharmacological mastery. Stone Age humans identified, tested, and standardized hundreds of medicinal plants. They developed sophisticated knowledge of dosages, preparation methods, and drug interactions. Archaeological evidence shows they performed successful brain surgery, created effective pain medications, and developed early anesthesia. Stone Age humans weren't primitively trying to catch up to some imagined ideal. They were master engineers creating solutions so elegant we often can't improve upon them, achieving maximum effectiveness with minimum resources. Stone Age humans accomplished something no species in Earth's 4.6 billion year history had ever achieved. They became the first truly planetary species, successfully colonizing every continent and climate zone. This wasn't just geographical spread. This was strategic world domination, executed with precision that would make modern military planners envious. Within roughly 60,000 years, Stone Age humans went from a single African region to establishing thriving populations from Arctic tundra to tropical rainforests to isolated Pacific islands. These weren't desperate refugees, randomly fleeing disasters. Archaeological evidence reveals coordinated migration patterns, advanced maritime technology for ocean crossings, and rapid adaptation strategies allowing immediate success in completely alien environments. Stone Age humans reached Australia 50,000 years ago, requiring sophisticated boat building and navigation to cross open ocean. They developed Arctic survival techniques for permanent settlement, where temperatures regularly dropped below -40 degrees. They engineered agricultural systems in Amazon rainforests and created water management in the world's driest deserts. Most remarkably, they maintained cultural and technological exchange networks. They weren't isolated populations. They were a connected global civilization sharing innovations, resources, and knowledge across continents. Trade goods and practices spread from Africa to Asia to Europe to the Americas, creating the world's first truly global culture. Stone Age humans didn't just adapt to environments, they redesigned them. They used controlled burns to create grasslands supporting preferred prey. They selectively hunted to reshape predator-prey relationships. They introduced plant species to different continents and created artificial landscapes, maximizing resource production. This level of planetary influence had never existed. Previous dominant species were geographically limited and environmentally constrained. Stone Age humans broke every rule of ecological limitation and became the first species to actively manage entire planetary ecosystems.